Hey y'all. Hey. How y'all doing today? What's up? Okay. We are live. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay. What's up, y'all? Welcome to day 3 of the product tour. It's been a long time coming. We did day 1 where we talked all about the different products Soulful Vibes carry, their amazing benefits, and why everybody should have these products in our lives. Day 2, which was yesterday, day 2 was what was day 2? Yesterday, I showed y'all how to use all of those products, and today is a Q&A. So make sure as you are joining live, you drop all of your questions and concerns that you have about products, spirituality, metaphysics, juju, all the good spiritual shit. Drop your questions. I will be answering them in order. But yeah, so if you would like to learn about the product specifically and their benefits, you should go back to watch day 1 of the product tour. If you want to know how to use certain things, like how to burn certain cleansing sticks, how to use Florida water, you should watch day 2 of the product tour. And if you have questions or you want to hear the questions other people have, because the questions other people have may also be the same questions you have, you can also drop the question here, right? You can drop the question here, or you can watch day 3, which is today, the replay, if you want to see some of the answers for the questions. But I see some questions already. So what's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, Instagram? Talk to me. Y'all, how has this week been? Are y'all ready for Friday? What was I going to ask y'all? What was I about to ask y'all? Do y'all have questions? Number 1, if y'all got questions and y'all ready to get started, go ahead and put ready. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, put ready. If you've been with me all 3 days, if you've been with me day 1, day 2, and now you with me for day 3, put day 3. Put day 3. I want to know who's been rocking with me since day 1, because listen, this product tour has been amazing. Not only because of the information, but because of you guys. Okay, I see a day 3. Day 3. Okay, 3 days. Wow. Yay! I have so many day 3s. 3P. Okay, right? Lil Wayne. That's the Carter album. Carter 3, right? That's the Carter 3? Yeah. 3P. That's track 1. What's up? Yeah, that's the Carter 3. Day 3, day 2. So this your second day with me. Good. So what I want y'all to do is start dropping y'all questions. I told y'all to go home yesterday and I said, write your questions down. From day 1, I said, write your questions down. This day, now I need you to put the questions in. I need you to drop the questions. The questions could be product suggestions. The questions could be how to use something that I may have not covered, or you want to know more information about something. These are the questions. If you need like, hey, this is what's going on, what would you suggest? Drop that. All questions. I am going to answer them in order. And yeah, so, oh my gosh. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's get this Q&A started. I am going to go back. I saw some questions. As you are logging in, as you are here, answer the questions. Ask the questions, drop the questions there, and I'll be answering them, and we can answer all the questions we can tonight. Let's see. The first question I see is, should you have fun when burning incense? Yeah, why not? The spiritual journey should be fun. It should be fun. Why not? Burning incense, cleansing, energy healing, all of it should be fun, and it should light your soul. And when our soul is on fire, we sometimes enjoy it and have fun. So I definitely think we can have fun while lighting incense. What else do we have? When do I burn my money candle? You can burn it whenever you find like you say if you received it Wednesday and you want to burn it right away, you can. However, some suggestions I do have is like make sure your space is cleansed. Like you can use sage, Palo Santo, cedar, rosemary, whatever you want. Make sure that you are cleansing that space, because you want to cleanse it from all the old so that you can welcome in a new. I would say and suggest that you be cleansed, right? So you may take a spiritual bath. You may just take a regular shower if that's how you cleanse. Whatever's up to you. So you want to be cleansed. You want to make sure your space is cleansed. You want to make sure you pray, set your intentions for the candle, and you burn it. I love to burn money candles and do money works on Fridays because I incorporate astrology into different workings I do. The reason that I like to burn money candles or do money rituals on Fridays, not saying I won't do it any other days. I do money rituals other days, but specifically I use Fridays a lot because Fridays is ruled by Venus. Venus, the planet, rules money, love, and things like that. So I want to use the extra energy from Venus to put into my workings or my rituals and make them a little more abundant. So you can burn them on Fridays. You can burn them whenever you want. It's up to you. Trust your intuition. Be guided by your ancestors and know that whatever you do is correct. I don't give a damn what nobody else say, right? Because as long as you're following your intuition and you're following your ancestors, what you do is going to be correct. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. What other questions? You might call out of work tomorrow. Why? Are the Palo Santo incense and white sage incense as powerful as using the actual sticks? No, I would not say. Some people may say otherwise. I do not think anything is as powerful or is as real as the real thing. It's kind of like, let's see. I'm trying to think of an analogy. If you kind of can't think of it. I'm going to think of an analogy and I'll be able to get back to you. But this is the pure thing. The incense are the fragrance of the Palo Santo and white sage. As the actual thing, it uses the fragrance from it, not actually the real thing. So I always recommend going with the real thing. It's kind of like, do you want the real something or the knockoff? Is the, let's see, the Chanel bag, is the knockoff Chanel bag as powerful or as, what is it? As valuable as the real Chanel bag? Probably not. Does it maybe smell similar? Maybe. Does the Chanel bags maybe look similar? Maybe. But is it the real thing? No. If that makes sense. If you can't access the real thing, can you use those other things to replace it? Yes. I hate to use the Chanel bag as a thing, but that's something that popped up. Okay. Can I use the yoni egg with the IUD? I believe you can. Use your discretion on it. The reason I say that is the yoni egg goes exactly in the same place. If you have penetrative vaginal sex, it goes in the same place, right? So if you can have penetrative vaginal sex, you should be able to use the yoni egg. The yoni egg is just in the vaginal canal. The yoni egg is not going into the uterus. And that's where, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the IUD is in the uterus or the cervix, somewhere there. The yoni egg isn't going there. It's just going into the vaginal canal. So know that the vaginal canal is where penetrative sex happens, right? And that's where the yoni egg is going. So I believe it is safe, but that is up to your discretion. Products to get rid of a crazy ex. Baby. So I am a person that believes faith without work is dead, right? So yes, you can use all the products, but if you're still entertaining this person and if you're still leaving room for them to come and be in your life and allow them to be crazy in your life, then you're probably not going to get rid of them no matter what product, unless you do some really strong rituals or workings, then that's a different story. But if you use products, you need to be putting in the work, right? So you need to not you need to put your boundaries in place, if that makes sense. So some products outside of the work that you need to do personally, products, white sage. White sage get rid of all type of shit, right? So I will recommend white sage. I will recommend needed change and banishing candle. A needed change and banishing candle. protection and ridding of negative energy, anything, right? So that could be the candle, a protection candle, because you want to protect yourself. That could be the protection and ridding crystal set, protection and ridding of negativity crystal set. You can use the protection oil, the needed change oil. That's a good one. Those are some of them. Those are some, because I don't want to complicate things. You can burn a white candle, because white candle is bring purity, right? So you want to purify your environment. I do recommend taking a spiritual bath, and that spiritual bath will be good for removing any cords or any attachments that you have with that person. That's some suggestions. And side note, for those who know what I was know about my special releases during Black Friday, I was able to make the spiritual cleansing bath, the all white spiritual cleansing bath, which will be a good reset. And it's good for purifying, releasing, removing, and then bringing in peace, tranquility, and harmony into your life. So I was able to make it. I think I was only able to make 16 of them. So yeah, they'll be available Black Friday. That was a side note. Do you want us to send it through the Instagram question thing? Nope. Nope. You can send them right here. Okay, right before I get there, I'm going to check on. I missed the first day, but I got this half of the second day, and now I'm on day 3. Yay, thank you for joining. How do you get past old relationships in the passing of a brother? I kind of said that, but product suggestions. So when it comes to healing past things and moving past pain and hurt and trauma, I won't go too deep into that, because that's like a lot of one-on-one work or group work, which you can work with me one-on-one or group. I am sunnybrooks.com. Shameless plug again. I Choose Me program, 5-week group coaching, healing the past, living in the present, manifesting the future. That will work for that. However, products. I love the grief candle. The grief candle will be really great for that. And stress and relaxation crystal set. Love spiritual water. That's me thinking, because you still want the love of the love of that loved one you lost, right? And not really lost, because you gained them in the spiritual realm. And I honestly suggest honoring them. Set up an ancestor altar, talk to them, commune with them, pay homage and respect to them, so that they can continue to be with you and protect you and guide you. That's what I would definitely recommend. Like, especially with past loved ones, you do some grief work, but you honor them. Anything for short tempers? Yes, amethyst. I recommend amethyst for short tempers. That's anger. The depression and anxiety crystal set on our website will be good for anger too. I'm thinking about the crystals that's in there. That will really be good for anger. The depression and anxiety crystal set will be really good for anything that's like mentally frustrating or blockages and things like that. Do you think you would create teas ever? Yes, I actually had a yoni tea. I did create a yoni tea sometime before, and we were selling them. But I do, because I am, as you guys know, that I am a certified herbalist. So I create teas. I have so many herbs and stuff. But maybe it depends on what type of teas that people may want. But I don't want to create teas just for the hell of it, you know. How to properly burn ancestor money. So, of course, I think that you should set your intention with your ancestor money. Once you set your intention, you pray, may say a prayer. Yesterday, I say something like, to all my known and unknown ancestors, this is for you. Thank you for guiding, protecting me, and always having my back, my front, and my side. I'm burning this so that you could get things done where you are and continue to help and assist me on this journey. Whatever your prayer is, you take it, you fold it in half, especially if you have the big pieces, or even a small one. You fold it, turn to the left, fold it, turn to the left, fold it. I think turn it, whatever. You can turn it to the right, however you want to work. And you can light it with the fire, light it with matches. a fire. Light it with a lighter or matches. You can put it in a cauldron, an old pot, a grill, something that's not going to catch fire. So do not put it in like a styrofoam bowl, things like that. But I have an old grill on my balcony that I use. So hopefully that helps. And you can watch YouTube. I have step-by-step with ancestor money and ancestor altars on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Sunny Brooks. For those who want to follow my personal page, I am I am Sunny Brooks. IAMSUNNYBROOKS. And YouTube is the same. It's Sunny Brooks. Someone told me that I have negative energy surrounding me that is affecting my heart and doesn't let me move on. What can I do without paying $300 or more for it to be released from my body? Okay, so I don't know. Listen. One, you have to make sure the person that told you this is that you can trust them and that they're reputable and that they are moving from a good spirit. The thing with spirituality, readers, and diviners is they are gifted. A lot of them are gifted. However, this is a business. So sometimes people tell you things or say things just to get more money. That's not the case for everybody. So that's why I say you have to make sure that your intuition led you to this person, your ancestors trust this person, that it's okay to work with this person. Because if that is the case, that means they are telling you something for your own good and not for the money. If they are telling you that you need a bath or something to like they need to do something, I suggest you do it. Because people say all the time, something's expensive, something is it's too much, I don't have it. Really, we have it. We may choose to spend that money on something else. And to be honest, we're so used to not having, even when we have it, we think we don't have it. So that $300, do you realize $300 in a month is $10 a day? $10 a day. When some people go to the nail salon and spend $75, $100, they go get $150, $200 hairdos every month, every 2-3 weeks, right? We buy the latest shoes, the latest bag, the latest clothes. But when it comes to investing in ourselves and our spirituality, we always find that it's not a good return. Why? Because we're not keeping up with the Joneses. We're not buying things to impress the people that we really don't even give a damn about, right? So when it comes to spiritual work, if it's something, a spiritual working that needs to happen, a spiritual ritual, some sort of spiritual cleansing that needs to happen, and it's $300 to do it, I will do it. You want to know why? Because my spirituality is the most important thing. The most important thing to me. And my spirit is the most important thing to guiding me here. So if my spirit is jacked up, if something is on me, if something has attached itself to me, if somebody has put something on me and I can get rid of it, there is no amount of money that is going to hold me back from doing that, especially knowing that it will be a new beginning and a new start. Yes, I recommend taking your own spiritual baths and try your own spiritual baths, but those spiritual baths may not help. There's power when it comes to practitioners. A lot of practitioners have been practicing for years and years and years, and they know certain things and have certain knowledge from ancestors and from their traditions and their religions that is able to reverse things from us. So I 100% agree with paying them what they need, as long as it makes sense, as long as it's something that's trusting. Like now, if 10 people told you this and you're like, okay, no, I'm not gonna, I just don't have $300. You could think, if I promise you, get your bank statement, tally up your expenses. If you tally up the things that you bought that you did not need, hint, eating out you don't need because you can cook, which you can save a whole bunch of money, right? Things that you did not need, the Starbucks, the Dunkin' Donuts, the eating out, the shoes, the nails, the hair, not necessities. I can guarantee you will have $300 within the past 3 to 6 months. Your spirituality, your spirit is not at stake. The best investment you can make, I said this yesterday, especially when it came to my program. The best investment you can make is for yourself. You will see a return on investment forever. It's for yourself. The shoes are going to get old. The clothes are going to get dingy. That bag is probably going to get out of style. But the investment you make on your spirit, on your healing, on yourself will be forever. You can do so much with the investment you make on yourself. I know that's a long-winded answer, but listen, try doing your own spiritual bath. If that's the answer you want me to give you, try doing your own spiritual bath. Try doing your own cleansing. But sometimes it's literally above us. Sometimes we can't access certain things that we need, and that's okay. And we have to be okay with respecting, not authority, but authority in the spirituality, right? We have to be okay with respecting that and allowing ourselves to really be set free, regardless of the mindset of us not having it. Okay. Oh, sorry. Y'all got me preaching now. I'm like, the preacher's like spitting everywhere and shit. Anyways, hopefully that answered your question, love. Is it any candle? What are you referring to, love? When you put your questions, please be specific, especially if you're referring back to something I said, because I may not recall and I may be way ahead. So is it any candles? Be specific. What candle? Girl, tired, but almost to the end of the week. Y'all having conversations with things, yes, amongst yourself. I ordered my yoni egg yesterday. Yay! Today, yay! Yay, 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 yay. Thank you. Go ahead and drop y'all questions. Y'all know what? I should probably put, let's see. Hold on, y'all. I am putting my info. So when people log on, they would know. Hold on. They would know what we're doing. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to find questions. Okay. What can I use to attract love? Loving yourself first. Doing everything I told you I am not the person to give y'all advice only about products. Okay. Do exactly what you want to attract for yourself. You want flowers, you want your mate to buy you flowers, you buy your damn self flowers. You want your mate to uplift you, you uplift yourself. You want to you want your mate to say nice things to you, you say nice things to yourself, right? That's part of it. So the love that we want to attract, we only attract the love that we already have within and the love that we have for ourselves. So make sure that you love yourself in a way that you want to attract your mate, right? Let me explain that. I love to ask women this. Would you be satisfied with a mate that loves you the way that you love yourself? Would you be satisfied with a mate that treats you the way that you treat yourself? The way that you treat yourself? If not, that's the first step. After that, you can burn some candles. You can do a honey jar. If you know about a honey jar, you know about a honey jar. If not, it's okay. You can do a pink candle. You can do some candle work, pink candle. You can do with some love, spiritual water, love incense. You can do, we have an attraction love candle. That will be really good because that's specifically for attracting love in your life. And this is, of course, if you were referring to attracting love as far as a romantic partner. That's me assuming. So, yeah, you can do that. Candles, crystals, anything with attracting love. We have an attracting love crystal set. Those would be good. Those would be good. Let's see. I burn white sage every morning. Great. Why is white sage one of your least favorite cleansing sticks? The way it smells. A few reasons. The way it smells. I'm not a big fan of how it smells. It's hype beast. So if y'all know what hype beast is, it's like the hottest thing now. Everybody wants to sage. Everybody got white sage. Everybody need white sage. Everywhere sells white sage, which is not a problem. I am glad that people are opening their third eye and they're getting into things that's more spiritual, right? I'm great for that. However, I think there are other herbs that can be used and that are just as great as white sage. So it's hype beast and it's just like, okay, it's white sage, which is amazing. But however, there are other things. But also, again, it cleanses all spirits, all energies. You run all your ancestors away with white sage, but if you don't know no better, you don't have nothing sweet to bring it back, right? Like bleach. Are you just going to use bleach? You're going to probably start out with bleach in your house. But afterwards, you're going to probably say, all right, let me put some Fabuloso. Let me spray some air fresheners. You're going to get something sweet because you want to get that smell. Same thing with white sage. You need to bring something sweet after it. And rather than bringing something sweet after it, you can just literally use that sweetener first. You could just use Palo Santo. You could just use rosemary, whatever. But I love white sage, don't get me wrong, but it's just not my go-to. And I use white sage, but I use other ones more often than I do white sage. And white sage I use during times when I'm really trying to get rid of all energy or truly reset. How long should you burn your candle to ensure effectiveness? I say that you burn it until it's done. Burn it all the way through. If you need to put it out, put the flame out, don't blow the candle out. Do not blow the flame out. Use a candle snuffer. You don't want to blow your intentions and blow your wishes away from the candle. Use a candle snuffer. I showed you guys that yesterday. But I say let it burn until it's done. I do not burn some and then save it for a month later. Nah, I want to burn it all. Because if I tell a candle, hey, as you burn, I'm welcoming money, and when this candle is done burning, I will have all of the prosperity, abundance, and money that I need. I stopped it. And in 3 months, I'm trying to continue it. I'm not going to get the money, prosperity, and abundance until it's fully done because that's the intention I set. Got it? Let's see. Do you think you would... Oh, that's create. Okay, I will go there. What are the best metals to place on an ancestor altar? Metals as far as what? Because I don't know if I have any metals. I'm not saying your ancestors. So I have elements that are represented. Metal is not an element. Rather, it's not one that I represent on my altar. Any of my altars, rather. Specifically my ancestor altar. But if you are being drawn to putting metal on your ancestor altar, you need to figure out why and what type of metal. They may want copper. They may want aluminum. They may want whatever other type of metals, silver, whatever, right? They might want those type of metals. They may have a connection to that metal. They may work at a type of plant that dealt with that metal. That may be their favorite metal. So you may want to kind of go in and listen and pay attention to the metal that they want you to put on the ancestor altar. But whatever metal you're led to, right? Let's see. Questions. For the 5-week program, the price on the site is the discounted price, or is there a code for the discount? The discounted price is on once you go to the payment plan. Once you go, not the payment plan, the payment page. It's once you go to the payment page, and you will see it, the discounted price. The price will have a slash through it, and it will be the discounted price right next to it. 5-week program that she's talking about is my I Choose Me program. What is the best crystals to keep focused and keep grounded? I would recommend our grounded crystal set. So grounded, let's say grounding. Let's think about grounding. Where do we ground from? What chakra? Root chakra. So we're going to talk about greens, not greens. We're going to talk about reds, browns, blacks, grays. That's what I meant to say, gray, right? You're going to think about things when we think about crystals for grounding. Think about earth, because earth keeps us grounded. Things that remind us of earth. Whew, I can't talk today, y'all. Browns, petrified wood, red jasper, black tourmaline. All of those deep, dark crystals, red included, keeps us grounded. Another side note, I know you didn't ask, but a grounding exercise: walk barefoot in soil. Walk barefoot outside. That's what I meant to say. And hug a tree. Crystals for focus. Amethyst is good. Amethyst is a good ass crystal. So if you don't have it, you need to have it. Amethyst. What else? Grounding. Focus. Lepidolite is good for focus. Blue calcite, because blue calcite calms the crazy thoughts. But we have a focus, a study aid and school aid and study crystal set, that would be really good for focus. Fluoride, yep. Fluoride is good for focus and concentration paired with smoky quartz. Yep, that is good. Thank you for helping them with their question. But smoky quartz is good because smoky quartz helps with concentration. But fluoride is good too. What can I use to attract love? Kind of answer that. Rose quartz work too. Rose quartz is good for attracting love. Oh, I love you too. I just invested in myself and ordered off the site. Yay. Thank you. And I'm glad you're investing in yourself. This is the season for us to get our power back and invest in ourselves and get our life together, right? Because we be investing in all these other people and all this other shit, and we always be putting ourselves last. And that we ain't doing that no more. What can you use to attract love? I'm going to get to y'all questions because I think I answered that question already. So I'm answering them in order. So y'all don't got to put it 30 times. Oh, my camera. What will be a starter crystal to get started with? Good question. I do not have one crystal. I have 5. It's we have a set of it. It's called the beginners / must-have crystal set because these are 5 crystals I think everybody should have. And there are 5 crystals that are great for beginners. Amethyst, rose quartz, citrine, clear quartz, and smoky quartz. They're all quartz crystals. Smoky, rose, citrine, amethyst, and I just forgot. Smoky quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, citrine, and clear quartz. What is dragon blood incense used for? Cleansing. Right, that's pretty simple. Cleansing, but I also know it's good for, I believe it's protection. Do not make me lie because I don't use dragon's blood a lot. What crystal is good to help with addictions? Or is there a crystal for that? Yes. So 2 specific crystals we have an addiction crystal set on our website, by the way. But specifically amethyst and smoky quartz. I will pair them together. Amethyst is really good for addictions, and smoky quartz is also because smoky quartz help with detoxes and purifying not only the spirit but the body also. Self-love is the best love. Okay. All right. Let me go to YouTube. If y'all have any questions, make sure y'all drop them. What crystals would you recommend for kids? Oh, you put like 5 questions in one. Okay. What crystals would you recommend for kids? It depends on the child, right? Because that child may want to, that child may need help with confidence, citrine. They may need help with self-love, rose quartz. They may need help with a spiritual connection, or amethyst. They may need help for being calm, blue calcite. But we have a kids crystal set on our website. We have a kids one and a teen one. But the kids one was put together because I believe all kids should have these crystals because it's going to help them in all areas of their life. And yeah, the kids crystal set. And then also the question was, what can help heal our inner child? Listen, to be honest, my 5-week program, I'm not like, listen, to heal your inner child, the reason why I keep bringing up I Choose Me is because it's a process to this. I can't say get that amethyst crystal and you're going to be healed and delivered. That is not true. I will be lying to you and be selling you a dream. There is a process. We need to identify our trauma. We need to I hate to say this word, but because I love to say the word, but people hate when I say this word. Let me be specific. We need to forgive. That's a whole thing. Then we have to understand the connections between our present and then. We have to understand our self-limiting beliefs that we continue to carry. We have to go back to that place we got that self-limiting belief, heal it. So there's a process to it. That's what I take you through in the 5-week course, in a 5-week program, live like this. Not like this, of course, not like this, but you get what I'm saying. But I am not going to set you up for failure. I am not going to recommend any of our products to say these products are going to heal your inner child and you're going to be healed. It's not true. You got to do the work. You got to get in the grind, in the mud. We got to go to the places that's uncomfortable. We got to visit the places that we don't want to in order to heal that part of us, in order for us to live the life we really want to live. Now, if you want me to give you product suggestions on that, let me know. Put it in there, and I'll give you some. But I don't want to sell you hopes and dreams and tell you the products is going to heal everything for you. What does the Love Cologne water smell like? Goodness, goody goodness. I don't know how to describe it. Goodness. It's floral. It smells very floral, but it's good. They all smell good. I haven't smelled a stank one. I'm lying. Was it patchouli? Patchouli kind of smelled a little funny. It's a patchouli spiritual water, and I was like, I'm good. But goodness. Where do you source your crystals? Couple of places. Madagascar, to be specific. Madagascar, Africa, and Brazil. And I'm trying to think of all the crystals we carry. So I know mainly Brazil and Madagascar. I don't think. Oh, we have some. Well, actually, we have some calcite from Mexico. We have some orange calcite, green calcite. I don't think we have any more blue calcite, but we have those two from Mexico. But mainly Brazil and Madagascar. Okay, let's see. What is a honey jar? Oh God, you gotta. It's not like that, but basically a honey jar is a sweetener jar. We use the honey jar to sweeten things that we want. It is a jar that is filled with sweet things like honey, molasses, agave, sugar, different things that our ancestors used back in the day. We use this jar to maybe bring money, to bring love, to sweeten a relationship, but it's basically a jar to sweeten different areas in our life. We may need sweetness and favor and something. So it's basically a sweetness jar. And there's things in the jar that helps with whatever intention you are setting the honey jar for. That's the best way I can explain it without basically telling you how to make one. And I don't really want to tell you how to make one. I want you to be guided to how to make one. That makes sense? Sweet things. That's what it is. It's a sweetener. It's beautiful energy. That's what it is. What's the best way to approach meditation with crystals? To start out, I would just say place them around you, like around you. So if you're sitting cross-legged, place them around you like in a perimeter, because you don't want the energy to be overwhelming. You don't know how you would do with the energy during meditation. Then step further, you will place it on your legs. Place them on your legs. You say, okay, I like this energy. I think I could go a little further. Maybe place them on your third eye, your heart chakras. Place them where your chakras are if you're laying down. Then maybe you can hold them in your hand, right? Take it a step at a time with the meditation. With crystals and meditating, because it can send you like information overload and it may be too much. I burn white sage and use sandalwood in my diffuser as my sweet smell. Good. Yes. Okay. I was going to say sandalwood. Like, are you talking about fragrance or essential oils? Yes. You can. I just always say, when you do white sage, make sure you follow it up with something. Don't just do white sage and be just it. You got to welcome the spirits back. You got to say, hey, come back. I was doing this to get everything out, but now I want these particular spirits back, right? Or these particular energies back. So sandalwood works. What kind of bracelet should I get my son? He has ADHD, so he can stay focused. A bracelet, I would do some amethyst. I would do some smoky quartz, fluorite. You can customize a bracelet, but if you want a one stone bracelet, I would do either all fluorite, all smoky quartz, or all amethyst, or you can customize it and pick some crystals for it. But I would say some fluorite, amethyst, smoky quartz, blue calcite, but we don't carry blue calcite beads. That would be something to start. Recommendations for using your love oil. You already have my love oil, or you're gonna get it. But so the love oil that if you already have it, if you have it on a roller, you can roll it on how you would do perfume or cologne. And when you're doing it, you say intentions. I love and appreciate myself. I respect and honor myself. I truly love myself. I love myself unconditionally. I give and receive unconditional love. I am everything that I need to be at this moment. I am more than enough. You're saying affirmations as you're putting this on, so that you can remind yourself, right? But you can, if you have the pump, you can put it on like that. But I love to do like an oil, put some on my shoulders and do that. You can have your partner, if you have a partner, like massage you with it, because again, it has medicinal properties. So it's going to be really good for the skin. It's going to be really good for the body. But that's some ideas. Let's see what we got over here on YouTube. I'm thinking of switching to a metal candle holder. The glass ones normally crack after the heat over time. That's why I asked for metals on the altar. Oh, okay. So you're saying for yes. Have you thought about putting them in a glass jar, doing like glass jar white candles? But the metal ones, the metal is fine. I think just whatever metal, but you got to make sure it's okay with your ancestors. Make sure that your ancestors is okay with the metal that you're putting on there. Like if you buy one, say, all right, are we good? Put it on there, see how it reacts. Are they okay with it? Or are they like, get this shit off here? So yeah. Why does it feel like my crystals are not working? Good question. Let me take a sip of water though. I'm thirsty. Thank you, because my grandkids want crystals. Oh, thank you. The kitties. The reason why, I'm sorry, I'm like reading questions. This is why I scroll one question at a time, because I'm like trying to read all questions at the same time. But the reason why you may feel like it's not working is because, one, remember, we got to pair faith with work. So we got green aventurine or our money crystal set and say, hey, I'm going to get this for money. But I'm going to sit my ass on the couch. I ain't going to apply to no jobs. I'm not going to work. I'm not doing anything to make money or get more money. Excuse me. Not saying that I'm not even playing the lotto. I'm not going to the casino, nothing. Right? Hear that out. Not saying that you can't receive a surprise check, get direct deposits. Not saying you can't do that. However, you want to better your chance to getting those things by putting in the work. Also, number two, your faith, your belief determines your outcome. So the crystals can be working, but if we're looking for drastic change, you may be missing the small things. For example, especially like back in the beginning when I used to use when I used amethyst to help me with my depression and anxiety years ago, I was like, this little rock, I was that person, this little rock ain't doing shit. And then I would go probably every day, anxiety would come up. And before I knew it, when I said it wasn't doing anything, yeah, I probably didn't have an anxiety attack or wasn't very anxious on Tuesday, and May was anxious on Wednesday, but I didn't acknowledge that small thing, which was I didn't experience anxiety on Tuesday, right? So I was expecting drastic change, like I'm gonna carry this rock and my whole world gonna change and I'm never gonna experience anxiety again. That's not true. And then also I still had to remember the work without the faith. You have to put the work and the faith together, but I had to do my mechanisms, my coping mechanisms with it. And the more I believe the crystal worked, the more it did. It is not a placebo effect in that sense. But if we have something, it's called in our brain, if I'm not mistaken, reticular activation system. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the name, where our brain finds the things that we want it to find. Perfect example. You ever got a new car? You ain't seen nobody with that red Honda, but all of a sudden you got a red Honda now. Everybody in their damn mama got a red Honda. Reticular activation system. So if you are not believing that it's going to work, we're going to find all of the areas and all of the things it's not working on, versus understanding and accepting the things that it is working on. So it happens in reverse. If we believe that it's working, we're going to see and find all of the things that is working on. So in the beginning, I did not see how amethyst was working for me. So all of the areas, I'm like, look, I have an anxiety attack now. That damn amethyst thing don't work. Look, I was depressed for 3 weeks. That amethyst ain't work. Rather than say, you know what, that amethyst is working. I went 30 days without an anxiety attack. I went 2 weeks without a depression spurt, right? I started finding the good. And understand, when we start finding the good in the small things, our world change. You know how they say, if you want to change the things, damn, what's the quote? I just lost it. If you want to change the things you see, basically change the way you look at them. And that's it, right? And that's a long answer, but yeah, there you go. How do you use the ancestor oil? You can use it in a burner, like an oil burner. You can put it in a bath. You can put it in a diffuser. You can give it as an offering to your ancestors. You can mop your floor with it. So if you want to like specifically do a lot of ancestor work on a specific day, I probably take a bath, put some ancestor drops in it. I will make sure the ancestor oil is in my diffuser, and I will probably mop my floor with it, probably cleanse my altar off with it with my ancestor oil, and do things that you normally do. Just add the ancestor oil with it. If you want to feel their presence more, maybe put a dab on it for the day. And as you put a dab on, say your ancestor affirmations. What crystals can I use for a loved one way in prison? Or candle? Grief will be good. Grief will be good. Grief will be good. And I'm speaking from experience. Someone very special and close to me, they're not in prison yet. However, they are incarcerated and been incarcerated for some months. And it's a lot of grief work, because it's kind of like losing someone, but not quite losing someone. So grief. I don't want to get too much into it, because I don't want to get I don't want to start crying and stuff. But yeah, I hope that answered your question. If you need a more specific answer, give me a more specific question and I can help you, because I don't want to get too much in it. And I'll be all over the place with it. My mother wants to know, what crystals do you recommend for getting rid of strongholds others may have on you? Fuck a crystal. We need to do some cord cutting. Not fuck a crystal, but you know what I mean. Like cord cutting. We need to cord cut. We need to do a spiritual bath. That bath that's gonna be available for Black Friday. Mama need to get that bath and like cleanse, deep cleanse. And then we're gonna talk about some crystals. Tourmaline would be really good. Smoky quartz will be really good. Obsidian, onyx, the black crystals, because that's good for getting rid of some shit. Okay, specifically smoky quartz. But we want to use that. We want to use a candle. I'm gonna do some candle work. When you want strong shit to happen, candle work is one of my favorite things. That, like, listen, I'm gonna make some shit happen with the crystals. Okay, so make sure you do something after the crystals. I said make sure some shit happen with the crystals. I meant to say candles. Y'all, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, so y'all bear with me. And it's 8 o'clock right now where I'm at. Bear with me in my gibberish, but I would highly, highly recommend a bath first. Some sort of bath, an all-white bath. That's why I made that, because it's time to get rid of the old in with the new type shit, because of the new year, whatever, even though we can start at any time we want in life. But the crystals, tourmaline, things like that. And I would recommend a candle. You can make your own candle. You can not make your own candle. You can use a taper candle and dress it how you want, or you can use one that's already intention set, like the protection, the needed change, banishing candles, things like that. Will it be saved? Yes. No worries. No worries. Need something for law and court. Oh, you came back. You was here yesterday. I remember you asked that question. Okay, truth and justice. Do we have more truth and justice candles? I think we're sold out, but we have truth and justice oil. Do the truth and justice oil. And I don't have the herb. We don't carry the herb. We are going to start selling herb soon. But we don't have herb. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Chewing John. Chewing John is really good for the law in court. Chewing John. That's like regular chewing. Chewing John. John. Chewing John. Get your hands on some Chewing John. Do some research on Chewing John. Type in Chewing John herb. You can put in Chewing John hoodoo, Chewing John conjure, whatever you want. But type in Chewing John purposes and you will see it. But Chewing John is going to be good for that. Get some Truth and Justice oil. Yeah, but Chewing John. Get some Chewing John and holler at High John. High John the Conqueror. High John is a deity, a spirit. He's amazing. High John the Conqueror. High John gonna help you out. Holler at High John. But Google these things. High John, Chewing John. Google them. Sweet things. I love your energy, Sunny. Thank you. I love you. Okay, thank you for sharing your knowledge, Sunny. Do you have books that I could purchase on setting up altars and burning ancestor money? I have a masterclass on altars, which is not altars, ancestors, which is available on Soulful Vibes Co. We have a couple masterclasses. Masterclasses are basically videos that I did. Best way to charge crystals. I'm gonna get you on Facebook, but masterclasses is videos and information that I basically guided you step by step on learning about the topic. We have crystals, that's good for beginners, chakras, ancestors, yoni, cleansing your space, cleansing yourself in your space. What else? Cleansing yourself, cleansing your space. I can't think of it. I know we have a Mercury retrograde. We have law of attraction, deep breathing, EFT tapping, those things. I'm going to give you a discount code. Everybody, ears go up. Listen, you can save 50% off our masterclass bundle. Masterclass bundle comes with all of our masterclasses. You can save 50% off the masterclass bundles. It comes with all of the classes. The code. This is for a thing. See how I put it in the middle? Because people probably logged in at the beginning and going to just log in at the end. Middle. You got to watch it to get it. Here it is. Tribe. 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 Capitalize everything. I believe everything's capitalized. If it's not capitalized, just try to capitalize the T. But I believe it is. Let me see really quick. Let me double check. But it's going to save you 50% off of the master classes. This is the reason I decided to give you this code, because I know a lot of you guys want to learn more and go deeper. It's actually not all capitalized. It's T. The only capitalized is the T. So capital T, lowercase RIBE. Tribe. 50% off of the entire masterclass bundle. TRIBE, capital T only. And you'll be able to learn about all of the topics that you want to learn about right there. This is my gift for y'all joining me, dealing with my shits, you know? All right. So hold on. Trude. Oh, thank you for. Yes. Okay, I'm going to answer that. Do you have bracelet for kids, like something for everything, not specific? So you can get the Works bracelet for them. So like the Works, it's on our website. The Works is something like a little bit of everything for anybody. Get the Works, and in the notes when you place your order, just say, hey, this is for my kid. My kid is like 9 years old. He's about 4'3". I don't know how tall kids are. 4'3", 100 pounds, you know, and TJ will make a bracelet that she thinks that will fit your kid, right? So you can get any bracelet on the site. Just put the note that is for a kid and kind of give her an idea of what type of size. Or if you know the measurement of their wrist, like, oh, it's 7 inches, just say, hey, make the bracelet 7 inches. It's for my kid. She'll do that. No problem. Is the study crystal set good for 15-year-olds to help them study and focus? Can I make it into a bracelet? Yes. That is what it's made for. Focus and study. Yes. Get that. I would probably get the teen crystal sets too. I would get the crystal, the study crystal set and the teen crystal set, because the teen, y'all know teens have their they got their own like special phase in life. We all went through the phase and then we came out of it. I don't know. They real special. Teens are special, but get the teens crystal set too, because that helps them with all of their emotional hormones that's going on and all of the body changes. That's going to help them with that. But yes, so you can look at the crystal set. This, you can do that with any of the crystal sets. You can look at the crystal sets and see if those crystals are available in bead form. Just go to jewelry, customization, click the customized bracelet, and you can select the crystals from the crystal set on the bracelet list. Hopefully I didn't. It's about your thought form as well, right? This is crazy. I'm seeing your live. Literally told my bestie I want to try your crystals for my anxiety and improving my negativity. Yes, get it, boo. That anxiety, amethyst. What used to help me was grabbing my amethyst whenever I was feeling anxious and rubbing on it like a lucky rock. That's what I called it back then. Best ways to charge your crystals. So you can bury your crystals in dirt and soil, right? Because that's returning them back to their natural element. You can charge it with the moon. You can charge it with the sun. You can also charge it with the selenite bar. You get a selenite crystal, just put your crystals on top of the selenite, right? Yeah, those are some ways you can charge crystals. Sending her protection while in prison and healing. Okay, so I would recommend doing some candle work for her. Right? Doing some candle work with her, for her, and make sure she know, like, get her permission. I always believe permission, but get a candle, dress it, put your intentions into it and let it burn. Let her know, hey, I'm gonna burn a candle for you, because I want to make sure that you're protected and make sure that you're good and everything in there. Right? Oh, y'all, I'm gonna lose y'all questions if I hold on. Let me get Instagram because I know the hour thing is gonna come up. Your thoughts are a major part. Yes. Do you need an altar to burn ancestor money? No. However, I do recommend having an altar first. And you could set it up with just a glass of water and a white candle to start. Hi, I'm just getting on the live, but what kind of crystals or crystal bracelets should I use to protect my children from emotional and spiritual protection? Protection and protecting and ridding negativity. But you can use amethyst, smoky quartz, labradorite, hematite, black tourmaline. Chewing John is disgusting, so if you do, beware. Hey, listen, some people do extreme things for extreme times. What's good for love? Rose quartz, unakite, green calcite. Marry you? No, I'm married. From mom again. Suggestions for manifesting a positive, lucrative career change. Oh my gosh. If I didn't get to your questions on Instagram, join another live and put your questions there because it's going to log off. But I'm going to keep answering. Suggestions for manifesting a positive career. The career and workplace crystal set. Workplace crystal set. Do you have master classes for candle work? No. How to dress a candle? I'm going to answer how to dress a candle on the next one. Okay? So make sure y'all join the next live. But I'm going to talk about how to dress a candle on there. I should do a master class on maybe candle work from mom again. But yeah, manifestation. Make sure you probably do burn a luck candle, a success candle, some success and prosperity, spiritual water, maybe some prosperity oil. Burn a candle, yellow candle, hint, because yellow is good for manifesting. Are you having a Black Friday sale? So much to get. So we maybe join the next live. I'll tell you details. Join the next live. All right. Facebook. YouTube. Y'all still with me? Let me know if y'all still with me. Y'all good? Y'all good? Okay. YouTube said, what's the difference between white and blue sage? White sage is good. This is a Q&A, so make sure y'all are putting y'all questions in the in the chat so I can answer any questions. Any questions? Y'all heard me? Any questions? Any questions y'all may have? Hold on. All right, there we go. So white sage is like bleach. So white sage is really good for getting rid of all energy, all spirits. It cleanses, purifies, and renews and repels everything. Blue sage cleanses, however, it brings in health, harmony, prosperity, abundance, and money. Did I answer your question? That's a short way, right? I have green and white candles that came in the glass from Dollar Tree. Is that okay to use? Also burn fortune, white sage Palo Santo incense for increasing my fortune in the business I'm trying to advance. Yes. Oh, get the business. Make sure you get the successful business crystal set, and make sure you get the business incense. There's some business incense. Love those. But get a successful business crystal set and place it. If you have a place of business, place it at the place of business, at like the door or something, or place it at your office desk where you may do a lot of your business work and things like that. But the green and white candle from Dollar Tree may be fine. I don't know. I'm very particular. I'm particular with my spiritual items, how I am with my food. I'm not going to get the cheapest and shit because it's the cheapest. It may work. Not saying that the cheaper apple may not taste better than this apple, but I want quality and I want to know where it comes from. I want to know the energy, right? That's why I don't recommend all the sage or Palo Santo and stuff from fucking Sephora and Five Below and Whole Foods and stuff like that. That's a whole nother discussion. I'm just saying. I just make sure you know and trust the energy when you buying this stuff. Okay? Because a lot of shit is mainstream now. And yeah, I'm going to leave that for another discussion. You are like a big sis. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Soaking in knowledge. Good. Is it okay to have all of your crystals out in your bedroom? Yes, why not? I got crystals everywhere. All in my house, in the bathroom, in the living room. Only place I don't have them in the I'm lying, kitchen, my altars, bedroom. They everywhere. Have them everywhere. Good. Great gems. Y'all with me? Okay. Here we go. We back. Hey. How to dress a candle. I'm not going to assume that you're she. But they came in here and made sure they put that. How to dress a candle. I want to tell you without telling you, if that makes sense, right? Because I don't want you to be like, I'm going by the books. I'm going by what Sunny says, because what works for me may not work for you. I got different ancestors than you do. Your ancestors probably did it different. Your ancestors probably ain't dressed the candles how my ancestors did. So if you do what my ancestors did, it ain't going to work for you because your ancestors ain't going to respect it. You get what I'm saying? However, there are certain protocols, right? So, or certain things that people use. A lot of people, you use oils to dress a candle. You use different herbs to dress a candle. You can use different sweeteners. Some people put honey on candles. Right? So you put some sort of oils, honey, whatever, different herbs for what type of candle, intentions. Your juju is what make the candle powerful, not what someone tells you to do. Now, granted, there are rituals and things that has been passed down years and years and years that works like a charm still to this day. But I advise you to get in touch with your ancestors and in tune with yourself to make sure that it works. And that's what needs to be happening. I wanted to try first over here now. I love this. Thank you. I'm glad. Okay, let's see. What is banishing oil used for and how can you use it in candles? So you can use the banishing oil to dress your candle, but it's good for... Do you know what the word banishing means? So like if you Google banishing, that's what it's good for. But it's good for banishing. Let's Google the word banishing, getting rid of shit, stuff like that. But let me Google it so I can give you like a Webster definition. Banishing definition. Banishing, send away from a country or place as an official punishment, forbid, abolish, get rid of, dispel, dismiss, disperse, gather. Yeah, right? There you have it. So yeah, like I said, get rid of it. That's it. That's the best way to get rid of it. Remove it. Those are other words that you can use. Say that. Yay. What do you recommend? Where do you recommend getting candles from? Our website, soulfulvibesco.com. Soulfulvibesco.com. And you can make them do what it do on your own. Yes, we sell candles on our website. What are ancestor cards? I'm not sure. What do you mean ancestor cards? Where did you see it? Where you heard it? Give me some context. Yeah, give me some context behind that so I can understand, because they were using cards like regular oracle or tarot cards and getting information from the ancestors or something like that. Or you may have ancestor card reading. I don't know. So give me some context behind that. I'll be able to help you better understand that. How do you know when your crystals need to charge? I focus more on cleansing my crystals and charging them. But you would know for either or, cleansing and charging. Does it feel heavy? Does it feel like, okay? Or just think like, damn, I've been carrying this around and it came in contact with a whole bunch of energies for the past 2 weeks. It's probably time for me to cleanse it. I don't cleanse my crystals often, one, because they're not around crazy energy, and not crazy energy. I won't say crazy. They are not absorbing energy that is not beneficial often. And people are not welcome to my home often or a lot, right? Because my home is my sacred place. My home is my temple. Any and everybody can't come to my home. And I have altars everywhere in my home. So yeah, that's one thing. So my crystals don't come in contact with a lot of different energy to cleanse it often. But there are times where I'm like, you know what? I'm being pulled to cleanse them. Or you can do a ritualistic, right? Like you could say, every Sunday I'm going to cleanse my crystals, and then I'm going to set them out to charge on Monday. Every full moon I'm going to cleanse them, and every new moon I'm going to charge them. You can get a routine if you want to. Ancestor money is money that we burn for our ancestors. It is money that is made and created for our ancestors to be able to do spiritual things in the spiritual realm. They still got to get shit done, and they still got to help us, guide us, and protect us down here. So let's give them a little boost and a little oomph. And ancestor money is one of the offerings that we can give our ancestors. Sunny on the site, where do you go to purchase the classes on altars and ancestors? So there are no classes on altars. There are classes on ancestors, but the ancestor class talks about ancestor altars and ancestor money. And you can purchase all master classes on the site under Learn. It says Learn, and then you will see master classes and guides. Learn tab. So we got a shop by products, shop by intentions, and then shop by products, shop by intentions, then learn. The shop by products, you would just be able to find products. Shop by intentions is good to use. Say if you like, okay, I don't know what products are good for protection. You go to shop by intentions, click protection. There'll be a whole bunch of product suggestions for protection. You want to work on love, you click love under shop by intentions, and you will see all of the love products there. Can you recommend something to make a person tell the truth? I was about to say something funny, but I don't want nobody to take it literal. Truth and justice. Do some candle work. I'm telling you, I will tell you to use candles for everything. But throat chakra things. So you could do like a throat chakra candle, maybe geared towards that person. But some crystals for that if you need help with telling truth yourself. Because a lot of times when we lie, our throat chakra is closed and blocked. So blue kyanite, love blue kyanite for the throat chakra. Blue calcite, right? Any blue crystals is going to be really good for that throat chakra. Sodalite, those crystals will be really good. But the throat chakra candle, really good to start there. Oh, ancestor money. Yes. I address that. When cleansing crystals, should I Lift the windows up. No, you don't have to. You don't have to lift your windows up. If you feel like I should lift my windows up, lift them up. But if you got a question like, should I lift my windows or not? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Only if you're guided to. There's no right or wrong way. What do you use to start an altar? How does altars work? Okay, I'm going to answer that question. Give me 1 second. How much ancestor money do you need? Also, can you put the money on the altar you are using for succeeding in your own business? So, how much money you need for ancestor? How much ancestor money do you need? The more, the merrier. I have all four. I always use millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions. I give them all of it. The bigger the denomination, the more energy that they get for where they at, if that makes sense. So it's like, do you want $1, $5, $10, or $20? You ain't gonna turn down $1, but you'll probably prefer $20. Same type of thing. But the more the merrier. And you burn it often. Also, can you put the money on the altar? Yes. So sometimes I put my ancestor money on my ancestor altar, and then I burn it. I don't put my ancestor money on my other altars because my ancestors don't be having that. Okay, my ancestors are pretty selfish. And yeah. Okay, so what do you use to start an altar? You can have an altar on a floor, on a desk, on a chair, on a bookcase, on a nightstand, on a dresser, whatever, right? I always recommend that you have the elements represented: fire, water, earth, air, ether. Depends on what altar. You're setting up an ancestor altar. Put some things that remind you of that person and things like that, right? Or those people. You may be setting up a love altar. Maybe put some things on there that remind you of love. So maybe some pictures, some roses, things like that. Whatever you want. Trust yourself. That's how you would start an altar. That's what you would do too. That's what you need, right? And honestly, you don't need any of that. Let me be specific. A candle and a glass of water will get you far. But to have an elaborate altar, there you go. How does altars work? Altars work based off the intention, the energy, and the spirit that is on that altar, if that makes sense. My ancestor altar, for example, ancestor altars work because my ancestors, this is a place that they can come dwell on the physical plane. This is a place that I put energy into and they put energy into. And this is also a place that I commune with them. So this altar had the intention, I set the intention for it to be for my ancestors, the energy that we exchange. And this is a place for them to dwell. So anything that I put on that altar is going to be for my ancestors. Their energy, the time, and all of that, the sacrifice, everything that's there in the spirit of all of this that I'm talking about, that's there on the ancestor altar, allows this ancestor altar to be powerful and allows their spirits to dwell there when needed. And the same thing works for money altars and love altars and things like that. Hopefully that answered your question. If you have a more specific question, let me know. Yay. Do you like the throat chakra candle with the intentions of the person telling the truth? Yes. Yes. So you won't, whenever you do candle work, any type of manifestation work, let's say that, you won't say, I'm lighting this candle to make Bob stop lying to me. You're doing, that's reverse. You're putting energy into the lying and not energy into the truth. So I am lighting this candle for Bob to tell me the truth, be honest with me, and have a effective communication relationship or whatever, right? We want to put energy towards the things that we want to happen and not so much energy towards the things we don't want to happen. How long do you let the candles burn? Let them burn out. Ancestor candles, my ancestor candle not going. Ancestor candles, any type of candles, I let them burn out. If I need to put them out, I snuff them out with my candle snuffer, and then I light them again when I'm back present. I'm not like making this candle stretch for 2 months and stuff like that. Hey, much love from Jamaica. Hey, what crystals do you recommend for inner strength? What type of inner strength? Like motivation, things like that, anything with solar plexus. like getting things done, we're going to talk about citrine, pyrite, yellow jasper, sunstone, things like that. Carnelian would be good for inner strength. Tiger's eye is really good for inner strength. How often should I burn the ancestor money? Honestly, it's up to you. There are times, I think last month I burned ancestor money every day. November, I probably burned ancestor money 2 or 3 times. Or again, you could set it up ritualistically, right? You could say, hey, I'm going to give an offering to my ancestors every Sunday. You should be communing, talking, and having a relationship with your ancestors every day, but you can give specific offerings on certain days. So you could say every Sunday, I'm going to give them some ancestor money. Or you may say, hey, I want their attention. I want to build this connection. I want them to know I'm serious. So I'm going to burn one ancestor money every day for the next 21 days or whatever. Let's see. Okay, I answered that. Or do you write their name down and put it under the candle? You can. You can. See, that's something that your intuition told you. So do it. You could do that, right? You can put their name, put your intention, and put it under the candle. That works. If that's what your intuition is like leading you to do it. What's best to do when everything is just negative, bad, and nothing is better, just stuck? First, change the way we view things. Everything's not negative. Everything's not bad. Things get better. That's one. If everything was negative and everything was bad, you wouldn't be on Instagram, right? One, because that says that you have access to internet. There are parts in the world that does not have access to internet. Two, that means you have some sort of technology device. Cell phone, iPad, computer, you have some sort of technology device. So guess what? That's not that bad. You're alive. Not that bad. I'm guessing you're breathing. Not that bad. You got blood flowing through your veins. Not that bad. The first thing that we got to do to change anything in our fucking life is show gratitude for the things that we have in order to get the things that we want. Gratitude says that what we have is enough, but it also lets things come in that we want. We can't say, I want a new job, but you complain about this job. Why would the universe, God, your ancestors give you anything more if you're not even appreciative of what you have? What you looking for something bigger and better when you're alive and breathing now? It could be worse. You got hands and you type that. You type that with something. You type that. So whether you type that with your fingers, your toes, a little pin pad with your mouth because you may be paralyzed. You type that, you're able to do something. So when everything is just negative and bad and nothing gets better, that's because you're not looking at any good. You're not looking at any positive. You're not trying to make it better, because by trying to make it better, you show appreciation to what you have. We have to be thankful for what we have. You better practice gratitude every day until your gratitude pushes you to a point where to the point you want to be. You know, like you woke up this morning. Did you say thank you? Damn, I got life in my body. My heart's still beating. I got breath in my body. I'm able to breathe. My 5 senses working. Some people woke up today and they have breath in their body. Some people woke up today and they could see the world yesterday, but today they're blind. Maybe last week they could hear, but they can't hear. Some people this morning had to go to surgery to get both legs amputated, but you got both of them. You walking. I'm not saying that's your story, but what I'm saying is you have to find the good. You have to find the positive in what you have and where you are. You cannot get anything more if you have this mindset. I know it's hard. It's difficult to get up and say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy and grateful to be alive. I know that's hard. I know it's difficult, but we have to find that small light even in the darkest moments. What's ancestor money? Kind of answered that already, but I will tell you a short version. Ancestor money is an offering that we give to our ancestors. Ancestor money is money that is made and created with the intentions for it to be for our ancestors, to give them energy to be able to do what they need to do in the spiritual realm and continue to help guide and protect us here on earth. But it is an offering. Do I need food offerings? Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure you like to eat, you got it from somewhere, your ancestors. You ain't got to give them food offerings every day, but shit, majority of the time when I eat, my ancestors eat. Food can be an offering, ancestor money could be an offering, tobacco could be an offering, rum could be an offering, singing could be an offering, dancing could be an offering, spending time could be an offering. You got different offerings. How do you deal with ancestors that you have a strained relationship with while they were alive? I love this question. Honestly, I cannot tell you or force you to have relationships with anyone that makes you uncomfortable. However, we have to practice forgiveness, right? And understand that we are of the world. We are in the world, but not of the world. And I say this also for your ancestors. They were here in a physical, but they're not of this world. So they're still a spirit. They're still a soul. And that soul still lives on. And that's the soul that we're honoring, right? Even to ancestors that may have hurt us and harmed us. I cannot say, if you don't feel comfortable putting them on the ancestor altar, that is fine. If you don't feel like venerating them, that is fine. But understand that we practice forgiveness. And number two, those are the ancestors that's going to want to work for you, because they're gonna want to, like, especially you got ancestors that was really down to ride with you, and they like, okay, they got, like, you got a really good connection. They gonna try to go over and above, to prove their self and prove their loyalty and their worth to you. But don't do anything that you're uncomfortable with. But understand that through uncomfortability, we grow, and all ancestors have something to offer us. You're awesome and so patient. This live is giving me life, child. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoying it. Love your passion, Sunny. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I did this ritual where I put a picture in this oil and threw it in a river to make someone go and stay away. Dude, still here. What could I have possibly done wrong? I don't know what ritual you did. Not saying it's wrong, but who told you to do that? You got to go back and ask them. Shit. Dude probably still there because you letting him be there. You probably still talking to him and entertaining him. If that's probably why. That's probably what you did wrong. Your ancestors probably said, throw that shit in the river and don't answer no more calls. Don't do nothing. And guess what you probably did? Answer the call. Maybe not that day, but maybe in 2 weeks. I don't know. Whoever told you to do that, you got to go ask them. I don't know. You got to, if your ancestors got you need to go talk to your ancestors and be like, look, bruh's still here. Why bruh ain't gone? If there was a certain practitioner or priest or priestess that told you to do that, go talk to them and figure that out. What kind of altars do you have? I have an ancestor altar and a meditation altar. I was thinking about creating another altar, but not sure what kind. Maybe love, self-love. That'd be a good one, self-love altar. I have an ancestor altar. I have a money altar. I have a love/marriage altar. I have a manifestation altar. I have like a deity altar with different deities. I have like a piece, like it's kind of like a working altar. I would call that a working altar. I have a working altar, candles and things like that. I have a sex altar. I have a business altar. Yeah, those are some. So what do you do after you offer the food? Do I eat it? I'm guessing my ancestors don't want it to go to waste. I know there are some people that eat their offering. I don't. I leave it there and then I trash it. But some people take it and they bury it. Some people like do rituals with it. But if you feel led to eat it, sure. I wouldn't eat mine. My ancestors would probably be pissed off. Then I'm like, damn, what you like? You can't have your own food. So your ancestors may be cool with that. So it's up to you. But you can trash it. I trash mine. What if your ancestors passed before you met them, but you're reminded of that, of their life, love? Also, what if you've been told you look like an ancestor that passed away? Oh, okay. So love that question. Also, if you haven't met them, that's okay. There's no possible way we would know all our ancestors. There are ancestors that go back so many generations, right? That's why I always say something about honoring our known and unknown ancestors. Make a connection with those that you know first, and then say, hey, what other ancestors there? Talk to me, send me some signs. And if you probably look like her, you probably have her spirit. Talk, or her, him, or whoever. Talk to them. Say, hey, I heard I look like Aunt Sarah. Aunt Sarah, are you there? You'll see a lot of them they all have their personalities. Some you'll get some playful ancestors, some serious ancestors, some ready to go to war ancestors. You know? What if we don't know many of our ancestors? It's okay. I just kind of answered that. It's okay. We don't have to know them. There's possibly no way to know them, but you start the connection. They want to know you. Telling you, we here today because of our ancestors. Stop praying for shit you ain't ready for. Right. How do you begin meditation? I can't seem to get the concept. That was another masterclass. I forgot. We got a meditation masterclass. I know I was missing one. But so know this for starters. Meditation is not the act of doing, it's an act of being. So you could be walking and meditating. You could be showering and meditating. People try to stop their thoughts while meditating. The goal is not to stop your thoughts. The goal is to acknowledge them and not get so wrapped up in them that you get lost and you forget them and your thoughts control you, right? So it's not to stop them. It's to be able to control them in a way that they don't rule you and run you ragged. So know that it's being. Take time. I love the app Headspace. Try that. Headspace. That's a good beginner's app. It could take you from a minute to 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Before you know it, you'll be meditating. Try guided meditation. Don't try to sit there on your first time. I sent myself through a whole panic attack. I was like, 45 minutes? Who can't sit still and be quiet for 45 minutes? I could do that. Girl, that was a mess. Try candlelight. Light a white candle and stare at the flame. It gives you something to stare at. Before you know it, you'll close your eyes and you'll see the flame in your head. But guided meditation works really well because you're listening to someone. Right? What's some good stuff for sex? Good stuff like what? Garnet is a great crystal. But good stuff like what? Tell me. Be specific. Let me help you. Sometimes I get premonitions and don't know what to make of them until it actually happened in real time. How should I go about understanding them and why I have them? What should I do to strengthen this? Journal. When you get it, journal it. Journal. Read it until it makes sense. Ask your ancestors, how does this make sense? Should use Google too, right? That may help. I don't advise it because, yes, they're going to tell you if you dream of fish, you're pregnant. But that may not be true. You might just be going to a fish fry on Friday. But anyways, write it down. Journaling is going to be your best bet, and meditating on it. Meditation and journaling, because meditation allows you to go inside. I got a 1-bedroom. You named about 10 altars you have. Where they go? The altars. I got a 1-bedroom too. Yeah, I only have one altar in my bedroom. I have one in the hallway. I have some on a bookshelf. Well, it's not a book. It is a bookshelf. But it's like cubicles. Y'all know the ones like from Walmart? It's like cubicles. It has like 12 or however many little squares. 4 of those are altars. I got 2 of them that where dining room's supposed to be. That's where my altars are. How do you work on strengthening communication with your ancestors? Practice it daily. Talk to them daily. Daily. Consistency, right? Offerings. Spirits don't work for free, right? They may be like, yeah, we hear you, but let me know you're serious. First, some ancestors want to get some offerings, and they be like, hey, yo to you. And that's all you get. And then next time you give them an offering, they be like, hey, yo to you, what it is. It's your boy, Uncle Elroy. I don't know, right? Consistency. I literally just got chills and happy. LOL. Thank you. You're welcome. Is it okay all my ancestors to be in the same what? Like in the same room, in the same bookshelf, on a bookshelf? Yeah, because it's layered in the same room. That may be okay with you, right? Because that may be the space. Let me tell y'all something. If you only have one room to yourself and all your altars are in there, that's fine. But if you got a 5-bedroom house and you only use it 2 and you decide to stick your altars in like a closet somewhere, it's going to be a problem. Use what you got, right? Your ancestors know, the spirits know, but it's okay if that's all you have. But if you got more and you're trying to be stingy with your space, they're not going to be nice. I'm watching you on YouTube and IG at the same time. Yes! Candles, herbs, all that. Oh, God. Candles. Don't stress me. A red candle works really good. I love some rose and some jasmine because it's something that's so sexy and sensual and pleasing when it comes to rose and jasmine. I won't get too deep into herbs, but red candles. Love red candles. Garnet is good. Carnelian is good. Red tiger's eye is good. Yeah. Please save this live. I will. Man, I want to go to a fish fry. I love your person. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Y'all got more questions? Let's see. Is it okay to snap on people so quickly? I practice peace and light, but I think people be having me fucked up. Sis, what? You, baby, what's your sign? I know you fire. Tell me you fire. What's your sun sign? What's your moon sign? I know you got fire in that chart. Fire or water? How much I want to bet? Who putting bets up against me? I'm an Aries. God damn it, mother! I'll be darned. God damn it! If it haven't been, what? How you think I knew? What? How you think I knew you was an Aries? How you think I knew? Hey, take a wild guess. How you think I knew? You doggone it. God, you know what? Child going on. I ain't even about to play with you today. You got that goddamn right. I'm an Aries too. People be having me all the way fucked up. When I mean fucked up from the flow up. Okay? Whoo, girl. My blood is boiling right now. Okay? Be going 0 to 100 on a nigga real quick. Real motherfucking quick. You got me fucked up. You think you're going. Okay, let me calm down. Whew. Girl, I need a fan now. All this fire. You done got this fire started in me. That's probably why I like candle work so much. Remind me of the fire that I be ready to light on somebody's ass. Whew, child. Okay, now what was your question? Hold on. Okay. See how I knew it. Some say people be getting me fucked up. I'm telling you, people, y'all listen. Whew. Okay. All right. I'm gonna calm down. All right. Okay. All right. All right, hold on. Let me see what y'all. Okay, what? Hold on. How do I know when your ancestors are trying to connect with you? Hello, do the pull and tug at you. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna answer that. Hold on, because my fire. See, I told y'all don't bet against. I'm telling you, when I see stuff like that, I be knowing, because these fellow Aries, because we the babies of the fire sign, which I don't know, we the first of the zodiac, so we don't really be having a whole bunch of home training when it comes to our mouth and shit. So we just like be letting loose. You know, the Leos be kind of cool with it, but Aries we don't know because we the beginning, we the babies. So I be knowing. The only reason I said water, because them emotions, water. Them signs, them water signs, they'll go off too, but they gonna cry first. They gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Love Aries sun sign. Jim rising Sag. Oh, okay. My roommate is Aries. I'm a Libra, and us two together. Oh God. Them Libras. My son is Aries. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. All right. Now let's get back to these questions. Where you went, friend? That's my friend now. All the Aries. We all friends. Okay. Hold on. Okay. She said, hold on. All right. Is it okay to snap on people so quickly? No. Namaste. It is not okay to be snapping on people. I am saved and delivered. I shall not snap on the peoples. Okay. No, it is not okay to be snapping on people, because that means we do not have control of our emotions. And that who angers us controls us. We know that. If they can pull reactions and emotions out of us at any given time, that means they control us. And we don't need people out here controlling us. As y'all know, I curse a whole lot. I almost said something else. We don't need people out here controlling us. So no, we can't be snapping on people already. But if they got you fucked up, sis, let them know. Let them know. Straight up. I don't take bullshit from nobody. I'm a person, I do not take bullshit. I have zero tolerance when it comes to bullshit and people and they bullshit. I do not accept people to treat me and talk to me however the fuck they want to. That's not my ministry. This is you got Sunny fucked up ministry, and it won't happen over here. Okay? That is my story. Will I do it in a respectful way? Probably. Will I, in the process, maybe hurt some feelings? Yes, but I am not in control of how people perceive what I say. I am not in control of how people understand what I say. I am not in control of how what I say make people feel, as long as my intentions were pure. But with that being said, we cannot go around lighting fires under people's ass, because it is not nice. It is not respectful. We need to have self-control. And with self-control, we learn how to control our emotions, control our mouth, control our attitudes. And then when we're able to control that, we're able to control a whole lot of stuff. But if they got you fucked up, put your boundaries in place, have your non-negotiable set, and tell them it ain't happening like that. Not over here. Maybe over there, but not over here. Okay? I'm telling you, I don't tolerate it. I don't tolerate it. But the altars are so personal. They be all around my house, my children. Girl, you better let them children be with them altars. Let them know about this. Let them know. Of course, you teach them to respect it and hands off, and you teach them certain things, but don't be so opposed to them being by it and things like that. But yes, my altars are personal. Hence why I don't let people come to my house. Right? We were gonna have some people over the other day, and me and TJ was like, I just want to pick my ancestor altars up and put them in the room. Just pick everything up because it's so sacred to us. Yeah, and I be about to light people up at my ancestor altars too. And I'm that person, like, I get real out of pocket real quick if you like look at my altar too long, say something sideways. Like, I'm that person. So I just don't let people, because it's sacred. It's sacred and very personal to me. And things that's sacred to me, I try to keep here and not here. Oh no, look. Oh my God. Look, see that damn fire. Y'all already know when these fire signs get together, you start fucking shit up. And that's what I'm doing. Like I'm fucking the stands up and stuff. All right, what did it say? This has been a great 3-day informative, informational live. I really appreciate your time and knowledge on everything. Thank you. Water size, angry tears. I'm telling you, what has to be on the altar? On the altar, nothing has to be on the altar but a candle and some water. However, I recommend all elements: fire, water, earth, and ether. If I didn't say ether earlier. How do you know when your ancestors are trying to connect with you? Do they pull and tug? Yes. You may see signs, synchronicities, number signs, the same numbers. You may see certain animals. You may hear certain things, feel certain things. You may feel chills. A lot of times ancestral drainage happen. They start to sabotage your life. It's like kids. They want your attention, so they're going to do everything to wreak havoc until they get the fucking attention. So when that money looking funny, the love is a little shady, and life seem a little chaotic, probably because your ancestors like, yeah, I'm going to make you hit rock bottom and make you realize this, right? But we don't need to get there because I know I was. Oh, gosh. Chanel talk about she don't share. I'm a Sagittarius and I stay snapping, yo. My friends tell me all the time to choose my battles, but people think I'm a punk. Listen, I'm telling you, it's not that you're a punk. It's just we got to choose our battles. You know what they say? Don't try to win the battles, win the war. The bigger picture. Are you being disrespected? If you're being disrespected, win that war. Don't try to win the war because somebody said you was wrong and you want to be right, right? Don't try to win those battles. Win the big battles. I mean, win the big wars, which is if you're disrespected, if boundaries are being pushed and knocked over, you know? Sag is emotional as fuck. Y'all stay snapping. They're sad because they fire. They got fire, okay? You got altar cloths? No, we don't carry altar cloths. But girl, go to Joann's or Michael's and use that 50% off discount code that you can Google and get you one of them. Get you just a white fabric. White fabric. I'm not about to sell no white fabric. Michael's and Joann's got it. Maybe one day, but nah. Nah. Okay. Let's see. What do you call what you do? Is it a religion? I'm so confused. Yeah. Love. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Was that Bob Marley? Yeah, I think that's Bob Marley. Love is my religion. I think it goes something like that. What do I do? What do you call what I do? Shit. Living, being alive, venerating my ancestors, using my ancestors' traditions, demystifying and destigmatizing. I don't know. Whatever you call it, you put a name to it. I don't call it anything, and I don't care to call it anything. It gets on my fucking nerves when people get so wrapped up in titles and labels and shit like that. It's like, I don't call it anything. Why do we have to call it something? Why can't I just do what I do? And is it a religion? I'm not a part of any religion. I don't practice any religion. I'm not a really religious person. Right? But people have different names for it, which the names that people come up with is really funny, right? Because they know nothing about the names and they fear what they don't know and judge what they don't understand. So they name things that like witchcraft and voodoo and evil and bad shit and negative things. But not what they don't understand is it comes from my ancestors and it comes from the earth and it's beautiful and love. And everything that comes from my ancestors are beautiful. Everything that comes from my ancestors is wonderful, right? But I don't know. Speaking of numbers, what in the world does 504 mean? I stay seeing it and looked it up to find nothing. You're not going to find anything because that's something specific for you. That's specific for you. You have to ask your ancestors. You have to go inside. What does the number 5 mean to you? What does the number 0 means to you? What does the number 4 mean to you? Put them together. You got to think about it. We got to get outside of relying on the outside sources for info and rely on ourselves and our ancestors. Right? Does that make sense? Hello. Let me be your prodigy, Jail. What do you call what you believe in? Is this a religion? Okay, I think I answered that. No, it's not a religion. I am not a part of a religion. What do I believe in? I believe in myself and I believe in my ancestors. I can do all things through my ancestors who strengthen me. Okay? Biggie. I believe in myself. I believe in my ancestors. I believe in the spirit. I believe in spirit. Spirit, you may call spirit God. You may call spirit the divine, the creator, the source, right? I believe in spirit. I believe in my ancestors. I believe in me. I believe in the spiritual world. I believe in my juju. I believe in the elements. I believe in earth. I believe in love. I believe in peace. I believe in saving the world, feeding the hungry, clothing the clothless, sheltering the shelterless. That's what I believe in. Know what name you call it? I don't know. What are your thoughts on wounded ancestors and pain manifesting your life? What are your thoughts on wounded ancestors? Be specific with me, love. I'm not understanding the question. And pain manifesting your life. Tips. Help me out. Help me out. I'm getting a little confused. My great grandmother, whom I never met, went away after I told my mother I stayed with her every night in my dreams. Why did she leave? Was it because it scared my mother? Wait, my great grandmother, whom I never met, went away after I told my mother I stayed with her. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. You got to journal on it. So I would just journal about the experience, journal about the feelings that came up, journal about how it maybe made your mother feel, how it made your grandmother feel, how it made you feel. Something will be revealed. Something. What stones are great for protection and discernment? Black tourmaline, hematite, smoky quartz, all available on soulfulvibesco.com site. Discernment, that's third eye, intuition. So you're talking about anything that is like indigo. Blue kyanite works for intuition. Amethyst works for intuition. Sodalite works for intuition. Lepidolite works for intuition. Labradorite is really good for intuition. Ziggy Marley. Ziggy. It was Ziggy. It was Ziggy. Do you feel like there is cultural appropriation in the realm of metaphysics, holistic mythology? How do you think people should approach this? Do I think it's cultural appropriation? Some things are cultural appropriation. I definitely do think that hoodoo being one of them, because hoodoo is from African people that was brought to America, so that was like a black thing, but that's a part of cultural appropriation. It's like a whole, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I can give you a whole history lesson. I don't want to give history lessons right now because I'm not a historian. I don't have on my historian hat right now. However, there are things that are being culturally appropriated. And how do you think people should approach this? That's a very hardy question. Very hardy question. What type of people? Are you talking about the people that are being culturally appropriated? Are you talking about the fucking colonizers? Who are you talking about? Because the colonizers need to leave people shit alone. Just period. Like they should have left us where the fuck we was. But another discussion for another time. Hi, Sunny. So I went to burn sage and cleanse myself. Someone told me not to burn sage at night. Is that true? Never heard of that. Burn it whenever the fuck you want to. Hate labels. Totally do. Like, I thought it was telling me to go back home. Maybe. So you need to go back home. What best represents the earth and ether signs on an altar? Hey, Aries. Hey, my Aries friend over there on YouTube. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Earth, rocks, crystals, anything that comes from the earth, right? Anything that comes from the earth. Something that comes from the earth. I don't know how else. And ether, whatever that may represent something spirit to you. So like I have a archangel Michael pendant. Is it possible to connect with deceased people that are not blood repeated? I'm guessing that means relatives. Last night I had dreamed of an older lady that was a neighbor and close friend to my family. Maybe she's trying to connect. Of course, you can still connect with people that are not your ancestor altars. Do I advise you putting them on your ancestor's altar? Hell no, because your ancestors might wreak havoc. So there are many ancestors that did participate in the bad stuff like voodoo. So how do you decipher which ancestor to gravitate to and serve? Oh, okay. So don't know what you mean by bad. I don't believe in bad or good because they're both relative and subjective at the same damn time. Voodoo is not bad. You should probably educate yourself on that practice because it's not bad. It's not bad. But if you mean bad by like what definition is like horrible, evil, things like that, is not that. Voodoo, just like Santeria and just like witchcraft and hoodoo and conjure and all type of religions that use elements from the earth and use ancestral veneration to uplift us in this physical plane, it seems to be evil. But those all of those things tap into a neutral power like water. I always give this example. Water is neutral, so I can use water to burn the shit out of somebody, right? And that's pretty fucked up. I can also use water to heal a body. You ever heard of a 3-day water fast, right? Right? So we can use water to harm and do good. But do we deem water evil or bad? No, we don't. We say, well, that person used it for bad because it's intention. The intention is what matters. So those religions, those practices get this bad note because some people tap into that neutral power and do things that may not be beneficial for humanity. Okay, so I want you to rethink. This is me teaching and helping you all rewire your brain and get out of what the colonizers told us and get out of what mainstream told us and get out of what religion told us is bad. Because how do you know how do you know it's bad? Did you practice it? Did you see it? Have you studied it? Have you spoke to the people that practice it? Sign me up for that colonizer class, Sonny. Hey, we ain't gonna do that. But you gotta. So how do you decipher which ancestors to gravitate to and serve? Listen, let me say this. You here because some of that stuff your ancestors did. Let me say that. Your line that all right, I can't. Ask me, be more specific down there, because I can't. Ask me another question. When I burn sage, all hell pops loose, especially in my relationship. Shit, maybe that sage trying to burn that relationship away. What do you recommend to suppress too much sexual energy? To fuck? Shit. Use it. Creation. Like create some stuff, have sex, should do it all. Right, voodoo is bad. I don't know. What is a good ritual for fighting depression? Journal, meditate, gratitude. Gratitude is so important. Because you're not noticing me on Facebook. Oh, I'm sorry. What has to be in an altar? I answered that. How do you know what ancestors are around and how do you give back? You give back by offering. So that's food, tobacco, rum, dancing, singing, whatever. Give offerings. When using crystals for certain needs, do you just hold them and pray over them? You can cleanse them, set intentions for them. Could you burn candles to remove negativity in someone close to your life? Yes, but you can help. You can help. But you know how they say, I could take you to the water, but I can't make you drink? That type of thing. That's right. Voodoo is not bad. It's a beautiful religion. Beautiful. It's just not what there we go. I'm leaving the colonizers alone. I meant some people use it to serve the dark side. What is the dark side? The dark side is beautiful. You know what? Do y'all know where that dark side shit come from? Do y'all know why they say black is negative? That shit comes from the colonizers who wanted to make people believe that anything that was black and that was dark was negative and bad. So they say the dark side, dark magic, black magic. When you think about black, they be like, oh, it's negative, it's dark, it's absent without light, because they wanted to take the light away from us. But remember, and always remember that we are the light. I can't get into a debate. I gotta speak to people that are willing to hear me. I do not speak to people who don't hear me and not willing to listen. Okay? So revise your question again and I'm gonna holler at you. So what do you mean, the dark side? Shit, of course I serve the dark side. The dark side consists of melanin. You damn right I'm serving my melanin and my ancestors' melanin. In order to be dark, I need melanin. In order to have melanin, you need light. So that means we are the source of light. What? Dark side is beautiful. Okay. I'm able to read people by pics in the stores. If they are sick, good, bad, whatever, I can see what stone type of protection should I use. Go get Empath crystal set. Empath crystal set on our website. Why y'all laughing? Y'all say y'all can't stop laughing. Why? Okay. I think I caught up on Instagram. Do our ancestors need to be family? Yes. Yes, our ancestors need to be family. We can still communicate and help those that was close to us that is not family. But ancestors is our family members that has passed on. Passed on. I know you probably want to put Granny on the altar, but if Granny ain't passed on to the spiritual plane yet, don't put it on your altar. Give us some time. Okay. Do you do readings? Yes, I do offer one-on-ones. I be forgetting these things. Oh, because I said fuck. I'm saying if you got a built up energy, you can fuck it out or create it out. Some people be like, I don't want to fuck, I'm celibate, abstinent. Okay, to each his own. But hey, create it out then. Create a whole bunch of shit. Go draw, go sing, go write, go dance, go do something. Create. Okay. But yes, I do offer one-on-ones. They're available on my website. My personal website is iamsunnybrooks.com. My personal Instagram page is iamsunnybrooks.com. If you click the link in my bio on Instagram, I am Sunny Brooks, you'll be able to go to my website. I have all links like working with me, my other shameless plug, my 5-week I Choose Me program. Instagram, we about to cut off. How do we introduce ourselves to our ancestors? Make it real casual. It's not build up. I can't stop myself from always wanting sex. That ain't a bad thing. Create with my vibrator shit. Oh my God. But just introduce yourself. Hey, I'm so and so, especially a name that they will recognize. I'm the daughter of so and so, or whatever. And hey, I want to start a relationship with you all. I mean, ancestors are not. Some people use hoodoo to hurt people. So if one of my ancestors come to me, if serve the positive ones, there are evil people around, past and present, family or not. All right, this one about to end. I'm gonna answer your question. Come back, boo. The one who just asked me that about the ones who use hoodoo to hurt people and things like that. Yes, but just because they may use hoodoo to hurt people don't mean hoodoo is bad. That means that person may have had the wrong intentions with using it, but you don't give the whole thing a reputation based off of one person who practiced it. The guys I'm seeing don't be wanting to give it to me as much as I wanted. Sunny, you my new best friend. Hey, bestie. Y'all, I'm about to end this one. We're going to do one last one, okay? We're not about to be here all night. I've been here 2 hours. But, okay, Instagram. All right. All right. YouTube, y'all good over there? Facebook, you good? How do I get in contact with my ancestors? Make the initiation. Set up an ancestor altar. Give them an offering, with your ancestors. You want to get in contact with them. give them an offering, set up an ancestor altar, and initiate that conversation and say, hey, I want to talk to y'all. I want to be a part of y'all. I want to continue to honor y'all. That's how you would get in contact with them. But if you don't know your past, how does that work? If you're talking about your ancestors, if you don't know your ancestors, like maybe you were adopted or something, that's fine. You can still talk to them. Talk to them and let them know, hey, I don't know none of y'all, but I just want to connect. And you start to trust yourself. You start to trust the feelings you're getting and everything. Do we need to give food as an offering? You can. Food is always great. Food is great. I'm mostly vegan, but I don't force my ancestors to be vegan. So I got them some Popeyes a while ago. They love some fried chicken and some biscuits and damn bread, beans, and rice. I got fried chicken and fries. I'm gonna go get them some food tomorrow. I cook and I get them food. But some shit I cook, my ass is like, I don't want that shit. You know? But me and mom's back. Hey, moms. Oh, tell mom sorry, but not really sorry for my potty mouth. Can't help it, but it's me. And I'd rather not use brain cells on trying to figure out words other than curse words. How do I know what they like? I'm confused. Try anything. So if you may be in a grocery store and some French fries light up and you're like, I don't want no damn French fries. Maybe it's your ancestors. You may be walking and you taste a red slushy and you're like, that may be the red slushy your ancestors want, right? So try something and you would know if they don't like it. What are good incense for the ocean goddess? The incense we carry, goddess incense. What you talking about? Answering questions. Something you actually show up. Sometimes they actually show up and talk to you. Yes. Yes. Ew, girl, not Popeyes. I wasn't frying no damn chicken in my house. Okay? Shit. They got Popeyes. Yes, Popeyes. Why are y'all surprised? We give our ancestors what they like. And let me tell y'all, they love that damn Popeyes. They love that Popeyes. Watch, I bet y'all get y'all ancestors some damn Popeyes. They'll be happy. Okay, yay. What is good food for the ocean goddess? Listen. Man, I'm going to eat all that. I don't know good foods for the ocean goddess. Seaweed? Seaweed come from the ocean? Oh my gosh. Some seafood? I don't know. Some crabs? Some crab legs with some butter and shit? I don't know. No. Do you need their pictures? How do we know what kind of food and wine? Just trust your intuition. I've seen fruit as an offering. Yes, you can use fruit all the time. You can use pictures. If you have pictures, why not use them so it can give you a familiar face to look at? But you don't have to have pictures. Should our ancestors be the ones who practice? Hold on. Should our ancestors be the ones who practice this same journey? Like if they were Southern Baptist preachers or another of a religion, one different from mine, should we put them on the altar? Yeah, why not? I don't practice Christianity, but a lot of my ancestors did. Shit, it was because of Christianity of why I am where I'm at, right? They prayed Christian prayers and they blessed my lives. You know how they say you still alive and you still protected because of that prayer your grandma said? And it was to Jesus. I don't personally worship Jesus, but that don't mean I gotta demean my ancestors for doing it. I sing gospel songs all the time for them. I had a whole praise and worship this morning for like an hour for my ancestors, and they love when I sing it. I feel their spirit. But you don't have to practice what they practice. It's just like you don't have to practice what people that you respect in real life practice. You still honor them. I use fruits and veggies for examples. Avocados, yep. Facts, fried chicken lingers when cooking. Why do your ancestor crave worldly things? Because they was in the world once upon a time. And my ancestors don't necessarily crave worldly things, but you're gonna get them from the spirit. You ain't there. They crave energy. Energy is what gets them moving and getting things done. And that energy comes in different forms: money, food, liquor, tobacco. Everything has energy. So it's energy that we need. Remember, energy cannot be created or destroyed. So it is transferred. That's how we know they don't die. They transfer into the spiritual realm, right? But energy, we can't create that on the spirit because they need that. We can't create it, but we can transfer it from one thing, food, money, and give it to them. I'm late, but what's the conversation about? Q&A. Q&A. I feel like I have a lot of bad vibes around me. What can I do? Remove yourself. Cut people off. Let them go. Sonny, go to sleep. No, why I'm going to sleep? I ain't sleepy. Some garlic crab leg is going to go wrong. I'm telling you. I don't know. Shit, I ain't never. Listen, the ocean spirits, I ain't never do ocean spirit work. I would love to one day. I would love to connect with the ocean spirits because a lot of our ancestors, I know a lot of my ancestors is in that water, especially those that came in the transatlantic slave trade, right? We know that. We know a lot of our ancestors was either threw overboard, jumped off the boat. We know that, right? So I know that there's power in those water spirits. What do you feel about people saying crystals and sage is a part of witchcraft? I don't give a fuck what people say. It's my practice. It ain't theirs. Okay? Only pictures if they're personal, right? Yeah, like don't go print no pictures off of Google. Like if they're your pictures, yeah. But I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, what do I feel? I feel nothing. I feel like they're ignorant. Ignorant not to like demean somebody, but ignorant by what it means. In Google, the lack of knowledge. You lack knowledge. You don't even know what witchcraft is if witchcraft was in front of you, because a lot of people do witchcraft every day and they don't know it. A lot of people practice hoodoo and conjure and don't know it. The biggest conjure and hoodoo practitioners are in the churches. Right? And there's nothing wrong with it. I just think that people lack knowledge. And when people do not know something, they fear it. And the best thing to do when you fear something is you don't accept it. You push it away and you deem it wrong. Because anything that you fear and you accept, you have to challenge your past beliefs. And people don't want to challenge shit. They don't want to challenge it. They want to remain comfortable and continue to do the same old shit. That's why. And when people don't understand something, they judge it by saying things are wrong and dark and evil. And that's not it. I'm scared to ask anything because you sure went off on me. So I'm just listening. When I went off on you. Right, people fear what they don't know. When I went off on you. Come on now, don't take it personal, baby. I love everybody. I ain't go off on you. What I said, don't be scared now. Scared money don't make no money. Y'all know, if y'all from Miami, y'all know, damn, who that? Scared, that's Briscoe. Scared money just don't make none. Snatch me, try to take one. Okay, never mind. Okay, I answered that. What ancestors' money do you prefer? I use millions, billions, trillions, and quadrillions, the ones that's available on our website. How do we call on our ancestors? Set up an altar. We set up an ancestor altar. That's how we call on them. Set up an ancestor altar. Any book recommendations? Yes, go to my YouTube, Sunny Brooks, SUNNYBROOKS. SUNNYBROOKS. And you'll see I got book recommendations for metaphysics and book recommendations for spirituality. Skincare routine. Oh, God. Wash, exfoliate twice a week. Wash my face every day. Wash, tone, moisturize, exfoliate twice a week. It ain't that deep. Drink water, eat lots of vegetables. No. So with ancestors altar, you can put your mom and dad. All ancestors could be together. You don't have to make personal altars. You can put all your ancestors together. I just don't recommend putting your ancestor money and love altar on one. I would keep that separate. Yeah, I know I'm lagging because my computer's dying. So any last minute questions? I'm scared of spirits, so my ancestors might not come around. No, if you're scared, they would know. And if you ask them to leave, they will leave because they got to respect you. For example, I know my grandmother grew tobacco. So I put it on my altar. That was his moneymaker. Right. Exactly. That's a good thing. I'm burning sage now. Good. What's a love altar? Altar that's dedicated to attracting love. Yes, and most of our crystals come from the bottom of the ocean. Not knowing, dude, I love you. You are a whole vibe. Thank you. Not to mention the spells they use when speaking every day. Correct. When they say there's power in the tongue, Sunny ain't going off. She passionate. She's a motherfucking vibe. Thank you. Are you going to get into the CBD business? That's my answer. Did you already answer the question about cultural appropriation? You have any specific things like to do before you sleep? With cultural appropriation, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the colonizers, or are you talking about the people that are being culturally appropriated? What is the Road to Jericho you uploaded earlier? It's a plant. It's a resurrection plant, and it's good for bringing peace, harmony, money, and abundance. For those that are on YouTube, I suggest you come over to Instagram, because I am going to have to cut the YouTube video short, just because you can come on YouTube or Facebook, but just because Instagram is lagging and my computer is dying. Do you use your mom and dad money, ancestors money, and one in the altar? What? Repeat your question, boo. Repeat your questions. How do you know if you are under spiritual attack? You won't be questioning it. You'll know. You'll feel it, because your life, you just feel it. You feel like something's not right. How do you know you have contacted the right ancestors? All the ancestors are right. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. I caught up. You dislike CBD? No, it's not that I dislike CBD. I'm just not a CBD. I'm not getting in the CBD business. Not right now. Okay. You use Rose of Jericho by putting it in water.